Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
What's happening, everyone? How are you guys doing? My name is Andrew, and for the last 10 years, I've worked in many retail and institutional forex brokerages in Europe. Join me in this amazing journey and find out the secret corners from top industry specialists. And if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. Today, we have a surprise guest, guys. We have a very important guest, a Forex employee, which will confess some of the things that happen in the Forex industry. After many years of working in the financial markets, she decided to take a break and reassess her career. What led to this decision? What issues the workers in the financial firms are facing? And what is her next move? Will be explained to us by my very special guest in just a moment. Stay tuned. We're coming back live in 30 seconds with my guest for today. And meanwhile, like, share, subscribe on our YouTube channel. And don't miss out. We're coming back live in 30 seconds with my very special guest for today. Right, okay. I see the adverts don't want to work, so I'm going to jump
Discover how
away.
Some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our
when
Insider Trades
you're
tool.
broadcasting live, guys.
See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment.
Introduce my
Use this unique big data tool to make more informed.
adverts started working. Excuse me, guys. We seem to have a bit of technical difficulties. So, once again, I'm going to try the intro once again. Let's hope this time will work. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my very special guest for today from the sunny Greece, with several years of experience in the financial markets, Miss Galatia Dodu. Galatia, Kalosori says, how are you? Good afternoon.
Oh, hello everyone. Hello, Andrew. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm always good, and I was surprised to see your text on LinkedIn this morning. Therefore, the invitation. First of all, welcome, and thank you so much for accepting the challenge. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I'm great. I'm wonderful. Perfect. Thank you for asking.
You are
How are you?
I'm good. How is this year for you so far, Galatia?
Well, it has been weird, to be honest. It's just been a couple of months now for this new year. Weird again, not like the previous year weird, but in a nicer way. I have been based my new decisions on my instincts, and I have put logic a bit back. So let's see how that goes.
Right. Before we get into the topic, I want to ask you, how long have you been working in the financial markets for?
It has been a full 5 years, and now this one will be my 6th.
Wow, 6 years already. And what positions did you have in the FX firms?
I started as a customer support representative, customer support agent for Italian language, English, Greek, and French. And then with the years, since I had the experience and everything went well, I had the offer of being the head of customer support in a Forex company. And after 1 year in this position, I was also offered to be the head of back office for a while. So this is it.
I understand. So basically you were in the front line for a number of years, correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, it's time to tell everyone how did we meet and and how did we come to this meeting? I saw your post on LinkedIn this morning and got my attention. First of all, I want to congratulate you for saying the things that many don't have the guts to say.
Thank you.
Your post was something like, why do finance firms advertise a position online and after 250 applications, they repost the job, correct?
Yes, correct.
Right. Why do you think that is, Galatia? Or why do you think this is wrong?
I don't know. I have been troubling my mind for a while now. I see so many interested people. And if you think about it, if you actually gather 250 people in a yard or in a ballroom or in a conference room, you will see that we're talking about a huge number of interested people. So I'm amazed to see that you cannot find one qualified person to fill in this role. It's amazing. I don't know why this happens. I've heard in the past that some companies do it in order to promote their company and advertise their company and maybe show an image of growth and let people believe that, let them know that we are hiring and we're growing. But this is smashing the dreams and hopes of people looking for actual jobs.
That's very correct. And I'm with you 100%. And I know it as well as you do. And probably many of our viewers know it as well. You know what's funny? When I see on social media that a company that I know for a fact is struggling, because I know for a fact people keep leaving the company for one reason or another, and I see the company posting, we're growing, we're doing tremendously well. It is funny if you know how to look at it.
Yeah.
What are the biggest challenges that you faced in your career in the financial industry?
I will tell you. From my personal view, is the lack of professionalism. We have a lot of people working in the Forex industry, but not everyone is trained to be professional. Like, people don't even know how to write a proper email. Like, for example, I took for granted that people would be having a normal attitude and writing an email with greetings, with the main part, with kind regards. Nothing. You spend so much time writing a proper email and you just get a reply back, yes, no, we will see. This is not how you behave. If you're in a company, in any kind of company, you need to be professional. And my motto in life is that I do not believe in common sense. People do not have common sense. What makes sense to me, maybe it will not make sense to you. So we need to be on the same page and people need to be trained. This is what is lacking, training.
So basically, yeah, we're missing the professionalism in some
Yes.
companies, yeah, not the entire industry.
Of course.
We're missing qualified people in key positions in companies. Again, in some companies, yeah, not the entire industry is bad. Why was there a big turnover of staff in the companies where you were?
Yes, there was. And I do believe that the main thing that led them to this decision to leave the companies and search for something else was the balance between work and personal life. Because at some point, the workload it's so big that you need to carry some of it at home, or you need to pick up the phone during after hours and work hard. Okay, we are engaged, we are there, we are professionals, but you cannot struggle. Of course, as we all know, in the forex industry, but you cannot always sacrifice your health and mentality and psychology for a few euros more in your salary. At some point, you say, no, I have enough. This is it. I'm taking one step back. Let me be.
True. Was there a lot of pressure put on the staff where you were to work
Yes, of
overtime?
course. Yes, for sure.
What
Okay.
happens if you don't work overtime?
Some companies do pay you your overtime, some others don't. Sometimes you do it because you have the pressure to do it. Other times it's because you want to do it. For me, it was mainly because I wanted to do it. I didn't have this pressure, let's say, but I didn't feel good to leave things behind. And when you have deadlines and you have customers to take care of, you need to be there for them. You feel like some moral obligation, let's say.
True, because that customer has it's not his fault or her fault, yeah, that the company is struggling a bit or that the employees are overworked.
Yeah.
Question: what, from your point of view, what are the firms looking for? What type of employee for these financial firms?
I will tell you, from what I saw, they want clever people with perception, which is very important to have perception in this kind of industry. Hardworking, but they want them to be there with the lowest salary possible, or to say things like a bit more in our language, they're looking for wolves, they're looking for animals ready to be there and give all their energy. But when the moment comes and the management wants to impose something, they want us to be the ships. So you cannot transform a wolf into sheep from one day to another. Either you're hiring a wolf and you will have to deal with this wolf, you have someone with opinion, you have someone with ideas, and you will respect that. You cannot shush us, like you cannot do whatever you want. Even though you're management, you will discuss, you will find a middle way, and we will agree. You cannot tell me you will be fierce today and tomorrow you cannot speak. So this is a main issue. They're looking for two things that are contrary between them.
Right. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I just hope our viewers understand how some companies operate. I mean, okay, it's a very high pressure environment. Yeah, because we're talking about financial markets that tend to never sleep. Yeah, apart from the weekends, and we're talking about KPIs and all that. But is that really normal? To treat your employees like that? What are the employees looking for in the same time from your point of view? What sort of work environment?
I think that everyone is looking, first of all, to cover their needs, their everyday life. I'm speaking about the salary. So if the salary is good, I think they're staying. But then again, we have a lot of factors to consider. Everyone is looking for a stable environment with good people, no competition, people with confidentiality. They're looking for good vibes. Let's say it that way. Money that can pay their bills and good vibes. If you cannot wake up in the morning and go to the workplace, this is not good. No matter the money, no matter the salary, if you cannot go to work, this is not healthy. And if you have a perfect environment and the salary is not satisfying, again, you're considering leaving the place. So I do believe that all the people interested in working, they're looking for satisfying salary and a good place, in good workplace.
I'm with you. Talking about that, I saw another ad on LinkedIn a while back. It was a week or 2 weeks ago that made my hair spike, the little hair that I have. A Forex company, funny enough, was advertising that they're looking for hungry souls. I even took a screenshot of that advert. We are looking for hungry souls. Is this the new way of recruiting in 2021? Buying souls? And if you do, how much would you pay for a soul? This is my question.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, they're trying to use catchy words to invite people in. And when I hear the word hungry, it's always about money. So we're offering huge commissions and you would make this amount of money and come. And if you're hungry for work, you will stay more. And if you're hungry for work, you will stay on the weekends. And we are giving you the opportunity to get rich. And so this is a bit confusing because, okay, yeah, you're giving me an opportunity, but this means me sacrificing everything like time and I don't know, a lot of things. So hungry means how much you're supposed to endure for money. This is my
Exactly.
interpretation.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it as well. Would you personally apply for a company that advertise like this, looking for hungry souls?
I don't know. Sounds a bit tricky to me. Sounds like something is hiding behind. I would consider because I want to check everything. I want to give everyone the opportunity, but feels a bit tricky. Like 5 minutes ago, a friend of mine commented on the post that I had earlier today, and she was like, I saw that they're posting advertising and we're looking for a marketing guru. Like, how do you even fill in these shoes? Like how you apply to be a guru on something? And my guess would be that they're talking about a marketing specialist or something. So they're inventing titles, they're bringing more sauce into it, trying to attract people, but still.
Let me tell you something from my point of view, because I'm a bit braver. I can do that. The idiot that posted that they're looking for a hungry soul should have been sacked on the spot for gross misconduct. This is my humble opinion and my personal opinion after working for the last 10 years in numerous financial institutions. Okay? That advert was posted there by a complete retard. Okay, this is not how you treat people in 2021. You don't buy their soul, and you're not paying them to work for you. You're paying them for their 15 years of experience or for their 10 years of experience. Yeah, and if you're looking to purchase a soul, you better be ready to pay for it big time. Now, let's move on to happier things. Are you working currently?
I have decided to take a small break, I don't know for how long, and reconsider my options.
Wow. And why is that? After 5 long years of being in the front line of the financial markets?
A lot of pressure, a lot of double games, backstabbing, theatricals, the usual story of welcome, we are a family here, and the next day they're like, mm. So I have been a bit, no, enough with these things. I don't know if I will stay in the industry because I love it. Seriously, I love the industry. It's very interesting. You're always updated about global things, the market, financial things. You meet people. I speak to everyone from every department, clients, everything. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But I am considering to maybe change into the industry of tourism because I'm customer support oriented and I would love to have personal connections with people. So yeah, I will
I
see what
can
I will
see
do.
Well, tourism, I wouldn't consider it just yet. Wait for more
Exactly.
years to come. Now, what was the dream when you first started working in the financial markets?
I was really young and I didn't expect this to come. I studied languages, so since I can speak French and Italian and English and Greek, I always wanted to be able to have to do with the world. I didn't know how and what, but I knew that I had to do something with languages. Therefore, the customer support was perfect for me. I applied and they took me. I had no idea what Forex was. I had no idea how the industry worked. But then again, with training, I arrived at the point where I am today. I had great mentors. I had beautiful people next to me. I had amazing training, hard situations, of course, difficult situations, difficult clients. But we arrived at the point where we are today. So I wouldn't change that for anything. It was hard, but it was nice.
Fair point, fair point. Now, question, and I know it's complicated. What do you think the Forex firms or some Forex firms should change to improve an employee's experience, let's say, from your point of view?
I hear a lot, and I have experienced this, that they don't have enough personnel, they don't have enough people working for them. One person may be doing a lot of tasks, several tasks at the same moment. If you don't have the people, hire them, because right now all of this started about my question on the HRs. I was directing the HRs. If you don't have enough people to concentrate only on the hiring, bring another HR assistant. Like, you cannot ignore people. I want a reply back. For example, someone talked to me on LinkedIn and they were like, Galatia, we saw your CV and we're interested in you. Would you mind to have an interview with us? I was like, yeah, of course. And then again, they were like, we're canceling it, postponed to Monday. I was waiting Monday. They told me, we will do it on Wednesday. Wednesday, they told me, you know what, we are super busy. We will do another day. 5 times. So this is not professional. If you cannot do it, leave someone else to do it.
True.
Lack of professionalism, once again.
True, and nepotism as well. Because again, I'm telling you from my experience, the HR position in a financial firm is a key position in the company. Yeah. Because you're not only hiring and firing people, you're supposed to match them with an already existing environment.
I agree.
Yeah, and continue to develop them. That's what an HR should do. Yeah, truly, apart from just firing and hiring people. Yeah, and walking around, bossy and all that. You know what I'm talking about. We've both been there. Now, okay. Now, question, because I have a lot of questions for you, but we're limited to half an hour and we only have a few minutes. If you would get the chance to turn back time, would you do anything different? Would you still choose the same industry, or would you choose a different industry?
There is always this if. Maybe I would go well in the tourism once again. I'm considering it, but I would choose again the Forex industry because it's hardcore and it makes you grow mentally, and it's a lot of help to you personally. So it was okay. I wouldn't have changed it, but I was young and innocent back then, and I haven't spoke up in many situations where people were coming at me, saying things, imposing things in a bad way. So I had to stand up for myself, and I didn't. And I had to stand up for some other people next to me, and we were afraid back then. We were afraid of losing our job or having penalties or whatever. So I would be more brave if I would ever change anything.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you ever so much for accepting the challenge and for saying the things you said publicly, because this is needed. I personally know a lot of stuff because I've been in the industry for the last 10 years. And if someone would ask me, no, I wouldn't change a thing. I would still come to the same industry. Okay, for the same reasons why you love this industry so much. So once again, thank you ever so much for accepting the challenge.
Thank you.
I do wish you the best of luck in finding something suitable as soon as possible. And why not stay in touch? Let's see. Maybe we do another show together.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me, really.
Galatia, great pleasure. Thank you ever so much for being with us today. So, ladies, gentlemen, traders, we had Galatia with us today, which brought us some amazing insights regarding how employees feel when they work for Forex firms and what really goes on in the Forex companies behind the scenes. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to come back in 30 seconds to 1 minute with the US markets open. Stay tuned, guys.
Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Boom, what's happening, beautiful people? Good day, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. Good morning, America. Now, let us know what you think about the stream, guys. If you have any issues, if you have any comments, if you have any questions about financial markets, feel free to type your comments now, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions towards the end of the stream. And also, if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. Be supportive, guys. Don't be haters. Now, let's get down to business and see what is happening in the markets today, Tuesday, 9th of February, 2021. Donald Trump impeachment trial starts today, guys. U.S. stock market seems set for a lower opening today, taking a break after the winning rally in the last few days. Crude oil futures pull back ahead of the API data announced just before midnight. The U.S. dollar tanked overnight against all its other peers, and Bitcoin, guys, everyone's favorite, Elon Musk's favorite, Tesla's favorite, rallied again overnight, reaching 48,300 and then tanking $3,000 in just a few hours. U.S. markets open, coming up. Right, and here we are, beautiful people. I'm going to start with the economic calendar as usual and see what is happening in the markets today, what events were announced, okay, and what will follow shortly. Very shy, very quiet economic calendar for today, guys. Tomorrow is going to get really busy, though. So we started the day nice and early in the morning with a couple of announcements coming from Australia and New Zealand. And then 1 hour ahead of the European markets open, we had the German trade balance for December that came out 16.1 billion. Okay, a bit, just a tad higher than what economists have predicted, and that gave the euro a bit of a boost at the European trading session today. Then we had a couple of announcements from Brazil, guys, if you like trading exotic currencies. And in 32 minutes, we're going to have the job openings in the US, as well as a press conference from the European Central Bank. 7 o'clock GMT plus 2 onwards, we're going to have the FOMC member Bullard holding a press conference. And just ahead of midnight, guys, we're going to have the API weekly crude oil stock data, which will have a bit of an impact on crude oil prices. Now, let's see, what are the top 5 things going on in the markets today, guys? I'm going to start with the first one, obviously. It's Bitcoin, as Bitcoin topped $48,000 last night. The price of Bitcoin rose as high as $48,277 after Tesla's announcement that it had bought 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin as a treasury diversification measure, encouraged bets on cryptocurrency going mainstream. The volatility induced by the news arguably doesn't serve the idea that Bitcoin is a true store of value in the sense that its price can be changed so much by a whim of a single person. UBS Global Wealth Manager, Chief Economist Paul Donovan argued, well done, Paul Donovan. I'm with you 100% on this one. Even so, the news has given a broad lift to crypto assets in general, with Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dogecoin posting big gains overnight. The problem is this, guys, not the gains that these coins will post overnight. The problem is the millions of people that have little to no knowledge about cryptocurrencies or the financial markets. And in times like this, they're going to be pressured potentially to sell their own assets, to purchase a coin, a digital currency that very likely will drop a bit in the next few days. We saw Bitcoin topping up 48,000 last night. We saw it giving back 3,000 from last night in the last 12 hours. This is the big problem, guys. This is the biggest problem that we have with cryptocurrencies. Okay, we have to try and protect the majority, the vast majority of people that contribute to the economy, therefore to the price of Bitcoin. So the wealthy people can manipulate the price with things as a tweet. Okay, now let's move on. Let's move on to number 2 on the board, guys. The Senate will begin the second impeachment trial of Donald Trump with little apparent risk of conviction for the ex-president after Republican senators seemingly choose to keep party discipline. The trial will need the support of some 16 GOP senators to convict. Having split initially over the matter of Trump's agency, or the lack of it, in inciting the storming of the Capitol Hill last month, the GOP has rediscovered its unity by rallying behind the procedural argument that the case is unconstitutional. As such, the main implication for the markets is the extent to which the conduct of the trial helps or impedes a bipartisan approach on policy for the next 2 years. Wow. We saw Donald Trump leaving the presidential chair, guys, and still he's going to be in the history books forever. Let's move on to number 3 on the board. Stocks set to open lower today. U.S. stock markets are set to open slightly lower today, having hit new records yesterday. By 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time, Dow Jones futures were down 50 points or 0.2%, while the S&P 500 and Nasdaq was down 0.1% each. It's a quiet day for the data once again, but the earning calendar is heavy with reports before the opening from Fidelity National Info, S&P Global, and DuPont de Nemours, I think it's pronounced. The last of these already coming in ahead of expectations. They'll be joined by Fox Corporation, Willis Towers Watson, and Coty, among others. After the close, we're going to have Cisco, Fiserv, and Twitter announcing their quarterly numbers. Let's see what's going to happen. Right, number 4 on the board, guys. Who absolves Wuhan lab, World Health Organization team in China investigating the origins of the COVID-19 virus said it was extremely unlikely that it originated in a lab and is more likely to have come from an animal host. Are you serious? What is that animal? Let's find it and kill it. Now, I quote, "Our initial findings suggest that the introduction through an intermediary host species is the most likely pathway and that will require more studies." Peter Ben Emberg, a food safety scientist at the World Health Organization, told the press conference. Now, the question is this. I'm not disputing this, but what if the virus was created in a lab and then injected in an animal and that animal was left on the streets on purpose? Is that plausible or not? Let's see. The comments go against the theory that the COVID-19 originated in the Virological Institute at Wuhan, the city where the first major outbreak occurred last year. The vagueness of the investigation results are more likely to please Beijing than Washington and its allies, but the UN-backed investigation had stressed from the outset that it was not in its mandate to assign blame. Correct. However, in order for us to try and protect the rest of the world from this happening once again, we should know where this came from, yeah? And we should try and avoid it. Now, number 5 on the board, guys, oil steady API-eyed. Crude oil prices cooled off moderately after reaching new 13-month highs overnight. By 6:45, Brent futures were down 0.2%, and U.S. crude futures were down 0.1%. The structural tightness in the physical market caused by OPEC and other major producers keeping supply shut in has been temporarily made worse by a strike in Libya, which has reduced output capacity in its export facilities. Let's see what's going to happen in a few hours from now, guys, with the API data, which will be announced shortly. Now, let's have a quick look at the stocks, guys, and then we're coming back live with the charts of the day and the signals of the day. We're already 4 minutes into the U.S. trading session. So we're going to look at some big stocks. We're going to start with Boeing today, which fell 0.8% after the Wall Street Journal reported that a shareholder lawsuit claimed the aircraft manufacturer board failed to challenge then Chief Executive Dennis Muilenburg on the safety of the 737 MAX airline. Eli Lilly stock fell 0.4% after the pharmaceutical company CFO resigned after an independent investigation found inappropriate personal communication with certain Lilly employees. Okay, that's a good one. Coty fell 3% after the beauty company reported a drop in sales of 16% in the last quarter due to the pandemic, even as cost savings boosted profits. Right, and this is it, guys. Now, I'm going to take a 30-second break, and then we're coming back live with the charts of the day and the signals of the day, guys. Let's see where Bitcoin is. Stay tuned. We're coming back live in 30 seconds.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back, beautiful people, with the charts of the day. Let's see what is happening in the markets today, how the major assets performed during the European trading session, and very important, where are they going to head from now? So, 57.59 for crude oil WTI futures after crude oil reached new highs at 58.67 last night, okay, and then started dropping the entire day today. Let's see. We see a retest of that 50 moving average to the downside right now. If that will be broken, then probably we're going to see a retest of that 200 MA to the downside around the 55.69 level. This is what's happening with crude oil WTI. On the other hand, we're looking at the Euro USD, guys, the most traded currency pair in the world, which apparently has a glitch on investing.com's platform. Okay, the platform is down once again, but I have a solution, guys. I'm going to log into the other platform. Stay tuned. I'm coming back live in 30 seconds with a platform that works.
Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, guys, and we're back with a platform that works. These are the hassles of live broadcasts, but I do not mind. I do not mind at all whatsoever. So, quick look at the platform. It might be my streaming unit, guys, which is a bit sluggish today for some reason. Most likely this is the problem. But the good news is I do have a new streaming unit next to me. I just didn't have time to plug it in for today. This was it. I'm going to try once again and see if the charts recover. If not, I know it's my fault, guys, and I'm going to have to apologize and resume it tomorrow. Bear with me for just a second. No, it's a glitch from my side. It's a technical glitch. Guys, very sorry about this. This is, again, one of the hassles of broadcasting live when you don't have 250,000 studio television. Now, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm going to be live once again with a new streaming unit tomorrow, same time, same place, for a new round of market talks. Until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money. Take care.